Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bamide. If this is your first time watching my YouTube videos, please don't forget to subscribe. Today I will be sharing a video on how to cut a jumpsuit, a free, you can say a palazzo jumpsuit or a free jumpsuit. So those are the materials that is needed: your scissors, tape rule, chalk, and the brown paper. So I'm going to be chalking on the brown paper because the fabric I'm going to use is not plain. So this is the Kampala fabric I'm going to use to make the jumpsuit. So that the chalking can be clear, I'm going to be chalking on the brown paper. So this is the measurement I will be using. I'll be using my measurement, and those are the measurements that I'll be using to cut it. My shoulder is 7. I chalk 7. And my half length. My half length is 15 plus the sewing allowance. That's like 15 and a half. You can make it 1 inches or depending on how you want it. But I'm going to have half inches to my own. So I've chalked my shoulder already, which is 7 inches. Then my armhole. I'm going to be using 7 for my armhole. So my bust, my bust is 34, and that's 9. Plus 2 inches allowance. Then my height is 26. So that's like 6 and a half. Plus 2 inches allowance. Chalk it. Then you chalk it to the armhole. Then from the armhole, you chalk it to the shoulder. I don't know if you can see the chalking. I hope the chalking is clear. So then I'm going to cut. This is a single paper. Don't forget that if you want to cut it on your cloth, you have to fold the cloth into 2 before you place your brown paper on it to cut out the actual measurement. So I'll be trimming this one to 15 and a half. So I'm going to be cutting it out. I've already folded my fabric into 2. So I will be cutting it out now. So this is my front half length. So I'm going to be cutting the back. I use 2 inches for my zipper allowance. Some people use 1 and a half, some people use 2 and a half. It all depends on how you want it. So this is 2 inches. Of hand I want to do is A-shape hand. So I want to cut the A-shape hand now before I start cutting the down of the jumpsuit. My hand length is 22. I hope the chalk is clear. I hope you can see the chalk. 22, then plus the 2 inches allowance, that will be 24. Yes, I'm going to okay. Good. are going to chalk it. Here's 8. Let me make it 9. Then you cut. I folded it together, the back and the front at once, so that I'm going to be cutting it once, not like I'm going to place the front on the to cut the back again. I've already folded them in a way that I'm going to cut it together, and I already have my zipper allowance at the back. And because of the style of the jumpsuit you want to cut, that's why we have this extra cloth, because we are going to be doing the gathers at the half length. I want the gathers to be plenty, so I chalk 15 inches here so that the gathers will be very plenty. So from here I will be chalking my 11 inches plus 1 inches, which is equal to 12. The extra 1 inches for my sewing allowance. Because it's going to be free from my hips, so there is no need for me to do any measurements like that. So this, then the 2 for my crotch, and I'm going to be joining it. I'm going to be joining it to where this mark is. Then we chalk it down. I'm going to be cutting it. We'll go and iron this down part for the sewing to be neat. So that's all about cutting. So now let's move to sewing.